Good to go? Are we rolling? Cool. Guys, before we continue, request you all to put your phones on silent. We have with us our Vice Captain, Mr. Rishabh Pant. We'll take one question at a time. So if you wish to ask a question, please raise your hands and we'll take as many as possible. Mr. Go first. Yes, sir. Sydney, go.
Apart from being a vice captain, you're one of the most senior players and experienced players, having played in England prior. So, are we looking forward to this double fold challenge?
See, personally, I'm in good headspace. See, whenever I play cricket, I look to contribute from my side, like being on the field, maybe batting, fielding, keeping. I just try to contribute as much as I can from my side, and that's the kind of thought process with which I play cricket all the time. And nothing changes for me coming to England.
Rishabh's start of a new era. Shubman Gill captain, you yourself vice captain. What kind of team environment you want to create? What kind of template you want to create, especially in longer format of the game? If you can say your thought process and the kind of conversations you have had with the leadership group and the coaching staff.
See, the idea is very simple. Obviously, it's a new start for us. It's definitely big people have left. Like, yes, there will be a gap, but at the same time, what we can do is it's an opportunity for us to build a new culture from here or take a culture forward from there, just adding to it. I think being in a great frame of mind, helping the new players to learn and improve themselves in overseas condition, I think that is something we look forward to. And sharing knowledge with each other, having that care and love in the dressing room for each other, and that is something we're looking forward to do.
ऋषभ, आज फील्डिंग ड्रिल्स के वक्त काफी मस्ती मजाक, काफी अच्छा माहौल भी देखने को मिला और विकेट भी काफी हरी नजर आ रही है। दूर से तो आप लोगों ने करीब से देखी, विकेट कैसी लगी? और दूसरा पार्ट ये कि लंदन में भी आप लोगों ने प्रैक्टिस किया, यहाँ पर प्रैक्टिस किया, क्या डिफरेंस कंडीशंस में आप लोगों के हिसाब से है?
See, firstly, fielding part, I think that is something we don't want to lose as a cricketers. Playing at the top level, we stop enjoying the game, and that is something which is very special to us, for all of us, to create that environment where you can still playing the cricket at the best and still enjoying the game. And second, the wicket is looking pretty green, but at the same time, coming to England, thinking about green wicket is nothing different for us. Like, yes, we have already prepared for that. At the same time, both teams have to play on the same wicket, so whosoever is going to play better cricket is going to win eventually.
तो वहाँ की प्रैक्टिस और यहाँ क्या अंतर?
I think we had more time there in the practices. Obviously, it's closer to match. You just want to do your basic closer to the match. But we had our volume done in London, and that was really important for us coming to the England side. And we did our part from London and coming back to the Headingley. And now we're gonna focus on how we're gonna take the game on.
Rishabh, how does it feel being looked at as a senior batsman?
It feels good, boss. Finally. It feels good, but at the same time, it's a responsibility also to share your knowledge, your experience with our new players, new youngsters coming to the team. But at the same time, not focusing on that senior part too much. You still have to play the game. You still have to learn the game as an individual and keep helping people around you. That's how I look at it.
When you're batting in the middle, does that change your instinct? The instinctive batting that we know from Rishabh, does it change that?
See, it's a extra added responsibility, but at the same time, when you are in the middle of the ground, you're not thinking, oh, I'm the vice captain, I'm the senior player. You're just a batsman in between. You're gonna do the best whatever you can from your side, and eventually the game will take care of itself.
Rishabh, obviously the fact that India have not won a series in England since 2007. So will it be a bigger challenge for you, for this young group?
As a team, I think we are looking it as an opportunity to express our talent. I think that's how we look at it as a team, not focusing what happened in the past, what is going to happen in future, just really being in present. The things we can do is practice well, focus on the game, and just take one game at a time.
Rishabh, a different kind of question, if I may. You're talking about your responsibility, and I know it's always a responsibility for the Indian cricket team to make India happy. It's a big responsibility and opportunity. I know in India right now, and also in the UK, there is great shock and sadness after what happened with the air accident. I wonder if that almost makes it even more important for you to have the opportunity to lift people's spirits, perhaps. I wonder if that's in your mind here this week.
See, definitely that is one part which actually changed my thought process a lot. Coming forward, last 2 years has been tough coming back from accident, but at the same time, I want to be individual who is learning each and every day. Obviously, it puts us in a pressure situation because you want to make India happy all the time. But as a cricketer, it's not possible all the time. But what I can promise from our side is we're gonna put our best foot forward and gonna give our 200%. And in that process, we're gonna make India a lot happy place.
Do you think it has special significance because of the accident and the mood in the country at the moment?
See, for me, after my accident, just being on the ground and making people believe that I can come back and the kind of love they've shown me, it's always going to be special for me.
Rishabh, I think, is talking about the plane.
Yes,
Ahmedabad plane crash.
Oh yes, I know, because, absolutely so, because of your accident, that's very, very important. But for the country as a whole, because of the air crash, there is a mood of sadness. I think that will be reflected in the game here, and perhaps that gives you perhaps a sense of wanting to make people happy because of the air crash.
See, what happened in the aircraft, I think the whole India was like saddened, disheartened, but at the same time, the only thing from our side, we're gonna be sticking to them, how we can make India happy again, not feeling, obviously the emotion is going to be high always because what happened in the crash, but at the same time, we're gonna put our best foot forward for the country, how we can make them happy, and that's added responsibility always.
Perfect, thanks so much.
Rishabh, it's been five and a half months since India played Test match, a lot of white ball cricket. How much of the adjustment that you have to make coming back to that ball cricket was it mental and how much is technical?
I think mostly it's mentally. A little bit of technical is like in one days and T20, you gotta open up your stance a little bit because the kind of shot you wanna play. But at the same time, coming to England, you gotta play a little side on, and that really helps. And that's a basic technical thing which I've shifted. Other than that, it's just the mindset thing.
To move from this side, yes.
I think, just wanted to know that in England, obviously they play with the Duke's ball, and some of the young players over here who haven't played Test cricket. How do you see this adjusting with this new Duke's ball? I mean, and you know that Duke's ball has, from technical point of view, there are bowlers get a lot more help. So if you can just share, because you have played some cricket over here. Just play.
See, one thing which really helped me coming to England was like playing close to the body because we know that Duke's ball move a lot around, especially depending on the weather. With sunny, it's going to get better, and if it's overcast, it's going to move around a lot, even if the wicket is better. And that is something very basic. I think as a cricketers, we always try to do that, playing red ball cricket, playing ball close to the body and late as possible.
Rishabh, do we have the identity of who will play 3, 4, 5? For example, will you stay at 5 and then Shubman drop to 4? And how does that change in terms of the roles and responsibilities of who will play at 3, 4, 5?
I think there is still discussion going on who's going to play 3, but definitely 4 and 5 are fixed. I think Shubman is going to bat at number 4 and I'm going to stick to number 5 as of now, and rest we're going to keep on discussing about that.
Rishabh, how important is it to put pressure on the opposition spinner and whether that's you personally going after the spinner, will you look to target Shoaib Bashir?
Depending on the match situation, obviously, it's always good to put pressure on not just the spinner. I think even the fast bowler, you got to put them under pressure depending when you want to do that. But at the same time, as a cricketer, I'm not thinking about that all the time. It just happens depending on the game situation, how the game is unfolding, and just play the game in that direction.
Us three, yeah.
Rishabh, it's a young team that we all know. Young captain, young vice captain. But you guys have played for a long time together. So just talk us about the conversations that you have had with Shubman as a captain and vice captain. Once you got to know about it. And secondly, how are you looking at the entire series in terms of what kind of, I won't say like a brand of cricket, but what kind of cricket you want to play? And how is it that the two of you are going to take the Indian cricket philosophy? Right?
I think the idea is very simple. Look to play positive, brave cricket, but at the same time, you gotta respect the condition. Depending if there is a ball to hit, you gotta hit it, and if the condition requires you to leave the ball, struggle in, get yourself in, why not do it? Just finding ways. I think that is one of the key factor for us. Like every game, every ball is a different ball altogether. You gotta keep finding ways during the match, even though there might be times when you're struggling, but you gotta still believe in that you're gonna find ways and make your team win from there.
And fact about camaraderie between you and Shubman as a combination.
I think me and Shubman has a really good camaraderie of the field, especially of the field. Like, if you are good friends of the field, it eventually comes on the field. It's much more better for cricket always, and that is something I've always believed. And me and him, we gel really well together. We keep on having conversation, and the kind of comfort zone we have with each other, I think that is really going to be special for us.
ऋषभ, इसी सवाल का एक एक्सटेंशन है कि आप बॉलर्स जैसा आप ये स्टंप माइक का ऊपर कर देते हैं, जैसे आप विकेट के पीछे आते हैं और आप काफ़ी बोलते रहते हैं, मोटिवेट करते हैं, बॉलर्स भी कहते हैं कि आप प्रेशर नहीं आने देते हैं, तो आप एज अ लीडरशिप रोल में थोड़ा सा अगर इनलाइटन कर सकें कि क्या आपके रोल्स होने वाले हैं, क्या हम उसी तरीके से ऋषभ पंत को देखेंगे जो बॉलर्स को लगातार बात करते रहते हैं, उसमें थोड़ा सा और एक्सटेंशन देखने को मिलेगा, बिकॉज नाउ यू आर अ डेजिग्नेटेड वाइस कैप्टन, बट जो हमने अदर फॉर्मेट्स में भी देखा है, आईपीएल में देखा है, केप्ट ऑन। और अगर आप हिंदी में जवाब देते हैं,
सी बहुत बार यही होता है कि वाइस कैप्टन आप हो या नहीं हो, बट आपको कंट्रीब्यूट करना है गेम में। एंड मैंने हमेशा यही करा है एज ए इंडिविजुअल कि अपनी तरफ से जो बेस्ट हो सकता है, बॉलर्स को जहाँ हेल्प हो सकती है, फील्डिंग एंगल्स में जहाँ हेल्प हो सकती है। जब मैं वाइस कैप्टन नहीं भी था तब भी मैं वो पार्ट करता था, तो मेरे लिए माइंडसेट कुछ चेंज नहीं हुआ। अब अथॉरिटी और मिल गई है, बट एट द सेम टाइम मैं उसके बारे में ज़्यादा सोच रहा नहीं हूँ। अपनी तरफ से जहाँ पे बॉलर्स को कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकता हूँ, शुभी को कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकता हूँ, अपनी तरफ से मैं बेस्ट फुट फॉरवर्ड करूँगा, एंड इवेंचुअली जो होगा वो देखा जाएगा भैया।
Rishabh, you mentioned batting in England, English conditions. Is it nice not to be having to face James Anderson and Stuart Broad with that Duke's ball? And is there maybe a bit of an opportunity with England's inexperienced attack?
See, definitely it feels so good when both of them are not there. Because like coming from last two tours, they have been like there for England for so many years, and I've only came for two tours, but at the same time, they have enough ammunition as England bowling lineup. We don't want to take anyone lightly because our team also is young. They're still looking to develop themselves, but at the same time, we got to play our cricket and respect the bowlers and opposition where it needed.
ऋषभ, इंडिया में जब खेलते हैं बैट्समैन तो बॉल की तरफ जाना होता है, जैसे हम खेलने वाले बोलते हैं, लेकिन यहाँ रुक के खेलना पड़ता है, बॉल की थोड़ी सी राह देखनी पड़ती है। ये आदत हटाना प्रैक्टिस के बाद कितना मुश्किल होता है, कितना डिफिकल्ट, क्योंकि यही हटाने से ही जैसे आप बोल रहे थे कि बॉल के लिए वेट करना, सनराइज करना, तो ये नए बल्लेबाजों के लिए कितना अहम रहेगा?
आई थिंक इंग्लैंड आके बेसिक जो होता है ना क्रिकेट का, वो थोड़ा एक ऊपर आता है, अप स्केल करना पड़ता है उसको, बिकॉज ऑल ऑफ द प्लेसेस T20 क्रिकेट खेलते हो, आप वनडे खेलते हो, तो वहाँ पे थोड़ा स्किल, टेक्निकल, थोड़ा पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू नीचे चला जाता है। बट कमिंग टू इंग्लैंड, उसको माइंड में रखना पड़ता है कि नहीं, यू गॉट टू रिस्पेक्ट द कंडीशन और क्रिकेट खेलते जाओ, ज़्यादा एग्रेसिव होने की भी ज़रूरत नहीं है।
Please, last one. Yeah.
So India normally are a powerful, successful team expected to win most games. You come here with a young team rebuilding against a more established team who are away from home. England are ranked above you at the moment. Would you say that India are underdogs for those reasons this year?
See, as a team, we don't think in that way. Like, we want to come to England, play our best foot forward. We want to win this series, and that's the kind of mindset we come with always. Because we are not thinking we are a young team. And the kind of conversation we have in the group is how we can win this match, win this series, how everyone can contribute. For us, it's not about getting glory with individual players. It's eventually, because if the team wins, everyone wins, and that's the kind of thought process and that kind of mentality we want to take in future. And we are the communication we had with players is, let's focus on the team goal rather than focusing on the individual stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.